So, good morning leaders and good morning sir. So, I am going to tackle about the sanitation. So, first let us define what is sanitation. We get through the hygiene earlier and it was tackled already by my group mates. So now let's talk about the sanitation. So sanitation is the hygienic means of promoting health through prevention of human contact with the hazards of waste. So hazards can be physical. When we say physical hazards, these are the mga bacteria, viruses, or kumbaga parang physically we are infected or nakaka-affect sa ating health na nakikita natin in physical. So, ganun. And then, also, hazards can be microbiological. So, this one naman, microbiological hazards, this usually occurs to food contaminations, na mga contaminated food by microorganisms. So, usually, it is found in the air, the food, the water, soil, animals, and as well as in human body. And then for the biological hazards naman, these are the bacteria, viruses, parasites, and molds or fungi, and or chemical agents of diseases. When we say chemical agent of disease, so bakit nga ba ito nagiging hazardous? When we say chemical, yun yung pag sa environment natin, since we are talking about sanitation. Like for example, yung mga amoy ng gas, amoy ng mga inks, paints, ganon. So, diba, it can cause, when too much inhaling, diba, pag nai-inhale natin yung mga chemical agents na yun, it can cause diseases just like asthma and many others. Like for example, we are, if a person is allergic to parang sobrang amoy, ganon. So, may mga tao kasing allergic sa mga amoy ng paint. So, hindi lang siya makakakos ng asthma, sometimes sinusitis. So, parang ganon. So, it is, kaya dapat yung mga ganyan na mga bagay, lahat ng ating mga bagay-bagay sa paligid natin, in our environment, kahit sa ating workplace man yan o sa ating bahay, we need to tidy it up, no, to maintain sanitation in our environment, kasi our environment has a big impact din sa ating health, 'di ba? Sa human health natin. So ways that can cause health problems. So ito yung mga ways na mostly nagiging dahilan kaya nagkakaroon ng mga health problems ang mga tao. So human and animal feces. So this is very common and understandable, 'di ba? Yung human and animal feces, yan yung I think we can consider this as yung pinakamarumi and pinaka-hazardous. Diba? Kasi marami ng bacteria, marami ng mga viruses and bacterias, microorganisms na naandyan if we are exposed in this. Kaya nga, diba, in a places na yung sa mga remote areas, and there are still places in the Philippines na yung improper ang mga set up ng kanilang mga bahay. Like for example, yung mga taong naninirahan sa dagat. Like for example, iba ganyan. Pag yung mga bahay nila nakatayo sa dagat, so usually they dispose their human disposals there. Diyan na lang din sila. So, di ba, na-imagine nyo yun? Yung dagat, nagiging source of life din nila yan. Just source of income, lahat. Source of living. Diba? Diyan sila kumukuha ng ikabubuhay nila. Like, doon na tayo sa mga nakatira sa dagat. Diba? Tapos, diyan na din sila nagdudumi. So, expect natin na diarrhea and then amoeba, ganyan, naapektuhan yung kanilang mga iniinom, kinakain. It's because it is contaminated. The environment is contaminated dahil na rin sa improper setup ng kung ano ba talaga yung proper na environment ng isang healthy human. So, the next one is solid waste and then domestic wastewater like the seaweed, silage, and then grey water, industrial waste, and agricultural waste. So, in this industrial and agricultural waste, parang pareho lang siya, no? Kasi nga kanina, sabi diba, chemical agents, masasabi mo, example natin dito sa agricultural, yung mga pesticides, like that, diba? Mga pesticides, and then mga kung tawag ba sa Ilonggo, hilo, ganon, yung mga ginagamit ng mga farmers natin. So, diba, yung amoy noon, pag nalalanghap natin, so it can cause health problems to us. And then on the industrial waste naman, like in our factories, yung mga over na mga usok sa mga factory, it can cause respiratory health. And also yung mga waste nila na sometimes kasi ang mga factories, mga bigger factories, yung mga dumi nila sa kanilang pabrika, mapasolid man yan o ano mo yung mga dumi nila dyan, most of them talaga, ang way of disposal nila is through sa dagat. May mga sila dyan, may mga pipes sila na papunta ng dagat, including na din dyan yung mga chemical waste nila. So, diba, naapektuhan yung ating dagat, karagatan, and then, yung karagatan, nagproproduce sa ating mga tao ng mga isda, ganyan, o marami tayong pwedeng sa dagat, diba? So, ang dagat, source of living din yan ng mga tao, marami din. So, that's why sometimes nagkakaproblema dahil sa mga over-disposal, improper disposals of waste. Ang nangyayari, naapektuhan yung ating karagatan, and then later on, nagkukos yan ng mga nakokontaminate na ng mga chemicals yung ating karagatan, and natitake na yun ng mga fish. So, and later on, food poisoning might happen. So, hygienic means of prevention can be by using engineering solutions. So, these are yung mga ways paano natin ma-prevent and ma-lessen yung mga waste natin, and how to handle our mga kapaligiran natin, how to maintain sanitation. So, it can be by using engineering solutions like sewerage and wastewater treatment. Ito yung process. These two are the process na kung saan instead of using, parang dito na pupunta yung parang nagre-recycle tayo ng mga tubig, and to make it back to the land again, back to the water, bodies of water naman, para return to its origin na naman. So, these mga engineering solutions, ito ng mga processes na parang filtration, ganon, filtration para yung mga dumi sa water ma-filtered and to remove then yung mga contaminants. And then the next one is the simple technologies, just like the latrines and then septic tanks. So this one is very kagaya nga po niyan sa sinaunang panahon, dati nung hindi pa uso yung mga ngayon kasi yung mga like toilet bowls natin, di ba? Toilet bowls na ngayon. Pero dati, di ba, talagang lang, kung saan-saan lang yung mga tao. Nung wala pa talagang proper hygiene ng mga tao, hindi pa na alam na kung paano i-practice yung proper hygiene. So, yung mga tao, kung saan na lang abutin, doon na dumudumi, and then, we don't know kung ano na yung susunod na nangyayari, di ba? So, through septic tanks, hindi lang naman ito sinasabi na sa mga, mga dumi lang ng tao, Like, for example, sa mga baboy, yung paggawa ng septic tanks para sa mga baboy, pwede kasi yung feces ng baboy pwede siyang keep dry mo siya and it can be a fertilizer. But yung water na ginagamit na pag naglilinis tayo ng mga kulungan ng baboy, pupunta doon sa septic tanks, it can avoid yung sobrang amoy ng environment. So we can prevent, 'di ba, mga health problems with that. And then also with personal hygiene practices. Doon na tayo sa pinakasimple, ang hand washing with soap. So ayun, yun naman ang pinaka basic na proper personal hygiene. Laging wash ng hands, but of course with the soap. So according to the World Health Organization, they stated that sanitation generally refers to the provision of facilities and services for the safe disposal of human urine and feces. Inadequate sanitation is a major cause of disease worldwide, and improving sanitation is known to have a significant beneficial impact on health both in households and across communities. The word sanitation also refers to the maintenance of hygienic conditions through services such as garbage collection and wastewater disposal. So that is according to the World Health Organization. Kasi nga, our environment, kung ano yung ating environment, it has a great impact sa kung ano ang tayo and to our health, syempre. Both in households and across communities. So, di ba? The term sanitation can be applied to a specific aspect, concept, application, or strategy such as basic sanitation. So, basic sanitation refers to the management of human feces at the household level. This terminology is the indicator used to describe the target of the Millennium Development Goal on sanitation. So, from the word basic. So, since human feces is one of the causes ng mga health problems natin. So, proper management. So, refers to basic management na hygiene. So, the next one is on-site sanitation. The collection and treatment of waste is done where it is deposited. Examples are the use of pit latrines, septic tanks, and imhoff tanks. So, yung on-site sanitation na ganyan, yung kung saan yung ating mga workplace, hindi dapat na basta-basta na lang tayo nagde-dispose ng ating mga waste diyan. Dapat on-site sanitation, ganyan, gagawa tayo ng mga pit latrines and then septic tanks to dispose properly our waste. So, food sanitation refers to the hygienic measures for ensuring food safety. Kasi nga, isa rin yung poisoning, food contamination, isa rin siyang nagiging dahilan ng sanitation ng ating environment, and like for example sa ating bahay, sa ating kitchen. So ganun, pag tayo nagluluto and we don't apply proper hygiene and proper sanitation sa ating kitchen area, it can cause food contamination that leads to food poisoning. The next one is environmental sanitation, to control of environmental factors that from links and disease transmission. Subsets of this category are solid waste management, water and wastewater treatment, industrial waste treatment, and noise and pollution control. So, environmental sanitation. So, this refers naman sa mga environmental factors, no? Kasi pag sinabi natin naman, kasi nga kanina 'di ba nasabi, sanitation hazards, yung mga hazards na sinasabi, it can be physical, and then dito pumapasok yung mga physical hazards sa ating environmental sanitation. That's why we need to practice also environmental sanitation, kasi hindi lang siya na when we say sanitation, it is to avoid and to prevent mga microorganisms na hindi natin nakikita? No. So, kasi nga sabi kanina, there can be a physical hazard. So, katulad nga ng mga solid waste management, water and wastewater treatment. So, again, mga noise and then pollution control. Then the next one is the ecological sanitation. This one is an approach that tries to emulate nature through the recycling of nutrients and water from human and animal waste in a hygienically safe manner. So, this one siguro pumapasok dito yung mga engineering processes na sinasabi natin kanina. Ano nga ba yan? Engineering solutions. So, ayan. When we say emulate, yung parang tries to emulate, ibabalik. Diba? Recycling of nutrients from water. Kasi everything, pag talaga, through the help of technology na rin, no? Maraming nagagawa na yung mga maruruming tubig, pwedeng through filtration, nagiging malinis, and then, in a safe manner, sabi nga, diba? Hygienically safe manner, pwede nang gamitin ng, kung hindi man ng tao, ng mga hayop. So, in that way, maliban sa nakakatulong na ito, yung ecological sanitation na ito na sinasabi, maliban sa nakakatulong na mag-preserve, and then nakakatulong na rin sa para sa ating ecology. Yun. So, nakakatulong na din sa ating ecology. So, let's move to the sanitation and public health. So, the importance of the isolation of waste lies in an effort to prevent diseases which can be transmitted through human waste, which affect both developed countries and as well as developing countries to differing degrees. It is estimated that up to 5 million people die each year from preventable waterborne disease as a result of inadequate sanitation and hygiene practices. So, di ba, wag natin pong basta-bastahin yung mga waterborne disease nga mga ganyan. Marami kasi yung mga hindi siguro pa rin alam na once yung mga viruses and bacteria na mga microorganisms hindi natin nakikita, yun yung mas pinaka-delikado. That's why we need, and it's a must na we applied proper hygiene and sanitation sa ating environment, lalo-lalo na sa mga tinitake natin, because whatever we take, iniinuman natin o kinakain natin, it will reflect to our self also. Tayo din namang mga tao ang magsasuffer in the end. Kasi nga, due to our inadequate sanitation and hygiene practices, tayo rin yung nagsasuffer. The effects of sanitation have also had a large impact to society. 'Di ba? Yung kung ano yung society natin, anong environment natin, it has an impact to what our society and what we, the people of a specific community or society, are. What are we? So, the results of the studies published in Griffin's Public Sanitation show that better sanitation produces an enhanced feeling of well-being. We apply, and when we practice proper hygiene and sanitation in our environment, so we expect na better din yung ating well-being. That means we are far from health problems relating to hygiene and sanitation. So that is all about my topic. Thank you for listening and for your follow-up questions you may ask after this. Thank you.